8:03 na po na umaga, one time Philippine Standard Time, nagbabalik ang The Morning Show at isang environmental cleanup campaign ang isinagawa ng World Mission Society Church of God kamakailan. Ito ay bilang preparasyon sa kanilang Passover of the New Covenant na gaganapin naman bukas. At para alamin natin kung ano ba ito, kasama natin ngayong umaga sa Deacon Phil Park ng World Mission Society Church of God. Good morning.
Good morning, Vicky.
Yes, okay. You had an environmental cleanup. Where did you do the cleanup?
Here in the Philippines, we did the cleanup at a coastal area in Parañaque. It was our first big environmental cleanup. And
how much garbage were you able to remove from there?
We filled around one big truck, really big truck. So we had 700 to 900 people gathered to clean up the coastal area. So the city of Parañaque is actually quite surprised and quite impressive.
Is this going to be a yearly event, or this is just for that particular occasion?
Actually, we are doing this cleanup every month, but we have it 700 to 900 people gathered before the Passover. Because Passover for us, as we are from World Mission Society Church of God, it's the biggest feast in the Bible. So in preparation to clean up physically and spiritually, we have this big gathering to clean up coastal area to make a difference.
Okay, can you tell us why the Passover is important?
Yes, Passover of the New Covenant is actually the bread and wine of the Passover. 2,000 years ago, Jesus brought this and gave and said, "This is my flesh and this is my blood." And this Passover, through this Passover, our souls are cleansed. So just like we have a cleanup, we also clean up the souls at the same time. So Jesus also promised he would come a second time and revive this Passover, because in the history, Passover was abolished in AD 325. So Jesus promised to come back a second time.
Why was it abolished?
Yes, because according to the prophecy of the Bible, because that is how important Passover is. So Satan had abolished this as it is prophesied.
Okay. So now on May 5, you have something happening in connection with this?
Yes, on May 5, we have the second Passover for those who did not celebrate the first Passover in April 5. So May 5, the next month, we have this gathering. And our church is in Calayan, 36 Calayan Avenue, Quezon City.
Yes.
It's a newly built temple. It's a beautiful building. So many people, I hope, would come to our church and celebrate this Passover and enter the kingdom of heaven altogether.
What do they expect from this Passover? What is going to happen?
Basically, we eat the bread and drink the wine of the Passover, and our souls are cleansed, and we are given the forgiveness of sins. So this Passover is being practiced all around the world in 150 countries. And I hope the viewers and the Filipinos would also come over and accept this blessing from God.
So, okay, it's really important to be more aware of the environmental problems in the world today, especially here also in our country, right? And you've connected both religion and the environment. Why is that?
It's because everything is connected physically and spiritually. If we do good things for the physical world, that we are also preparing for the spiritual world. So if you see, our church is also an official partner of the UN. We have practiced many cleanup, and we also donated a substantial amount to Haiti victims, earthquake victims in Chile. There were very big earthquakes there. So we donated this amount, and UN had proposed to us to have a partnership. So likewise, in this in our age, we are trying to make a difference physically, and at the same time in preparation to enter the kingdom of heaven spiritually.
So, do you have to go through this Passover before you can actually be cleansed? Is that a must?
Yes, according to the Bible, our faith is also very important towards God. But our faith alone cannot save us, but we need to also show and prove to our God that we also love Him. Because God had shown Himself sacrificing, crucifying on the cross. He showed Himself, He practiced and showed in action His love to us. So we must do the same to our God.
So how many people do you expect to attend in this Passover ceremony that you will have on May 5?
All around the Philippines, we have around 30 churches, including the house churches. So most probably around 2,000 to 3,000 or even 5,000 people are expected to celebrate this Passover here in the Philippines alone.
Do you have to be a member of this World Mission Society to be able to attend that? Or
yes.
are the others who are just, they want to see how it is and all, can they also attend?
Yes, actually anybody can attend. Just come to 36 Kalayaan in Quezon City, and you would see our building, and we would introduce to you what Passover is all about. And when you understand it and realize it, you can partake with the Passover.
So I remember Passover, I was in my Bible class.
Yes.
That's during the Egyptian time when there was problem there, and they had the Passover to save the Egyptians.
Right.
Yeah, can you tell us the details of that?
Sure. Actually, during the time of Moses, when the Egyptians had slavery to Israelites, so the Israelites were slavery of Egypt. And to get away from the slavery of Egypt, they had to keep the Passover. So remember, they had to put the blood on the door frame as a sign. So the Holy Spirit, when they saw the sign, they passed over them. So the disaster did not hit them. Same thing in this last age. If you see the New Testament, this, the bread and wine is called the Passover this time. Yeah. So how it's matching the Passover in the Old Testament and the New Testament. This means it has the same effect. It would protect us from disasters, and it would release us from the slavery of sin and Satan, because this world is actually...
that is how it is applied now in the present time.
That's right.
Okay, maybe, and there will be... I remember the parting of the Red Sea, and they were saved because of that too. I hope we don't have to have that. Now we have tsunamis.
No, because if you see there, as early in this morning, you were talking about climate change, I've noticed. The climate is getting worse and worse every day.
That's true.
Yes. So according to the prophecies of the Bible, these are really supposed to occur. So God is trying to tell us that authority, money, anything cannot save us when it comes to disasters. If you watch the 2012 movie, if you notice, the president couldn't do anything but to fall into this disaster. So likewise, God is trying to tell us that in the last age, there's no one who can save us but only God. So we need to follow what God tells us to do. And God came back a second time, and His name is Christ Ansanghong, and He brought back the Passover that was abolished to save mankind. So it is being practiced all around the world. So I hope all the viewers and all the Filipinos could come over to our church and really receive true salvation.
Okay, so thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Nikki.
I don't know if I can say happy Passover.
You can say that.
All right. Thank you. Good morning.
Thank you. Good morning.
Okay, that is Deacon Phil, part of the World Mission Society Church. At ngayon puntahan naman natin si Aljo para pag-usapan itong murang pabahay hatid ng Pag-ibig Fund. Andiyan na po si Aljo.